Welcome to Sawtooth Revival. Instead of working on the sawtooth portion today, I'm gonna work on a different area. It's actually an area I haven't shown you, which is kind of awkward because I just did a video showing you some of the building that I haven't shown you yet. But it's actually, you can't really access it from this portion of the building, but I'm gonna take you back and show you kind of where it's at. Back here is the mountain lion room. So we'll get back over here and I'll show you where it's at. There's a door down here on this end of the building. It's actually right there that we boarded up from the outside. So that window down there, like I said in the last video, is where we had some kids break in, came into here, and they actually went through those doors and started, I think there was a couple gallons of paint back there. Got back there and started just covering everything in paint and breaking stuff. So we went ahead and boarded up that door. So, but what's back there is actually a couple bathrooms that we don't plan on keeping. The roof on them is pretty low, so it's pretty confining, and it's part of the building that we don't plan on keeping. So they are going. So I need to walk back through these doors all the way back down to that end. I'm gonna start tearing out the stalls. I think there's one urinal and one toilet, I think, and a sink. So we'll work on that. But I just want to remind you, don't forget to subscribe, because I want to get to, my challenge is to get to 75 subscribers before the end of the year. So if you could help me reach that goal, I would really appreciate it. So let's get down here and start tearing out these stalls. The other day I was able to pull out all of the stalls, and then I was gonna come in here and try to pull out the urinal and sink and the toilet. I've never pulled out a urinal before, so I started looking at it and there's no bolts or anything on the sides of it. So then I decided to come down this little hallway here to the room on the other side, and just took a sledgehammer, just put a big hole in here just to see if maybe there was like some bolts that came through and then tightened up on this side. I mean, that wouldn't have really made sense because they would have had to put the toilet in before they put this side of the wall in. But I think this is the water line that goes up to the toilet that gives that urinal water. And I noticed in here there was a sink in this room, but there's this bracket here on the wall, and I think that's what held the sink in on this side. So more than likely, if I can pick up on the urinal, I can pull it off the wall. I'm hoping that's kind of the same way. So I think what I'm gonna do is get that cordless reciprocating saw, cut this line up in here as high as I can go, so that way I can maybe lift up on the urinal and then get it off the wall, kind of go from there. I don't think the toilet in here is gonna be quite as difficult. It's probably just like a normal toilet where it's got the bolts coming up, yeah, right down there on the bottom. It's got the bolts coming up through the floor on the flange with a nut on it. So the toilet should come up pretty easy. If the sink is made the same way as the one in there, can't really see it. But if it's put in the same way as the sink that was in there and this urinal, it'll come out pretty easily as well. So probably reuse these or see if somebody else can use them, but I want to try to get them out without breaking them. So let me get that reciprocating saw. We'll cut that and see if we can lift this off, because it should break loose just on the inside of that wall on the other side. So we'll see if that works. I mean, that's a handle there.
That's it?
That's it. It's actually been a few weeks since I've been over here. A stomach bug hit our household and we were out of commission for about a week. And then, you know, with the holidays, we were pretty busy. So I spent a few hours over here yesterday with my dad and Adam, Fourth Beard, does the drone shots. So we were over there cleaning up some of the bathrooms still, took down some of it. So we'll take a walk over there and check out where we're at the moment. We can actually walk through, go through that blue door down there, and then it's back over here off that side of the building. So, but before we do that, I was kind of curious because that one day we saw the raccoon up here, and then of course we found that dead possum over here. I was kind of curious what kind of activity is going on here, like at night especially. So I think I'm gonna put a couple trail cams up in here and check them in a week just to see, you know, kind of what's going on. I'm kind of curious to see if there's families of raccoons and stuff. The building's so big they could be in here now for all I know, and I wouldn't see them or hear them. So we'll put those up and then we'll walk all the way down on that end, go through that blue door and check out the bathroom. So just have to apologize that it's been a while since I've uploaded. Like I said, my goal was to get to 75 subscribers before the end of the year, and here we are. Today's actually the 30th? Yeah. So I feel like I got a little behind there, but if you could still help me out, I still want to get to 75 subscribers within the next couple weeks. So if you would, go ahead and subscribe. we'll get these trail cams up and then head through that door, go check out that bathroom. So let's go take a look at this this bathroom that we've been working on. We were over, like I said, we were over here yesterday. My dad and my younger brother Adam, fourth beard. He's the one that does the awesome drone shots and videos and stuff. So make sure you check out his channel. Here's I'll show you real quick. If you're not familiar, this is what we call the mountain lion room. There's a taxidermied mountain lion down on that end of the room. So that's the blue door that led to the bathroom that we've been tearing down. And we'll be able to go through that blue door through what used to be the dye room to get to that section. And like I mentioned in previous videos, this is pretty much all gonna be courtyard through here. So this will all be cleaned out eventually. It'll take a long time, but you know, we're working on it. So we'll come through this door into what used to be the dye room. My dad's been working on this room through pretty much the whole summer, so I haven't shown it because it's been his thing and he's been filming it, so he'll be doing a video. But yeah, it's no longer exists. Tore it all down. So now what will be my building that way and his building is separated, and you can see we got a little gap there. We'll actually be able to drive cars in here, and we're going to use this as like a motor court where guests can come in, park in here out of the way. And back here is where the bathrooms used to be. So you can see where the wall used to be between these two painted sections. Then the wall came out here and then went that way. And the old dye room continued all the way across, so you couldn't even see this blue door. This was outside, this was inside. So yeah, it's pretty wild. He's worked really hard. Can't wait for that video to come out. So this is the blue door inside the mountain lion room that we've boarded up from the outside. So we still have this section to knock out, this little wall here, clean it all up. But it's pretty cool. I mean, to think about having barbecues or something, people drive through here, park in here, being able to go into that door right into the mountain lion room. So it's gonna be basically an outdoor room. Probably have, like I said, probably have a barbecue or an outdoor kitchen in there and a table and chairs, so we can have get-togethers here. And this will all be courtyard, so it'll all be open up to the courtyard. So it'll be really neat when it's done. So I mean, this is a big step for him to get this down. Is huge. Like I said, we still have a lot of cleaning up to do and whatnot. So it's still moving along though. So like I said, it's been a couple weeks since I've been over here, which has been a bummer because I've been wanting to keep putting out videos, so that way, you know, that would maybe help get us to 75 subscribers before the end of the year. So kind of fell short there, and I apologize, but still want to keep working towards that goal. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing it. Share the video, like the video. You know, next video we'll definitely be tackling some of this, but I'm sure I'll have other things that I'll probably work on. We'll check out what we find on those trail cams, so that'll be fun. So we'll see you next time. Bye.